All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me on this windy day. This is my Dodge Charger RT Stage 1. This car right here has gotten a lot of attention and people just can't stop talking about it. But I wanted to talk about a few things today before I get on with this video, is the charging the Charger. So my experience with charging this car so far has not been good. Having a Tesla is different. The ownership for charging, like I do have the credits on my account where I can charge this at no cost, but finding a charger that works is freaking horrible. Also the range. Now the range on this says that it get 268 on a full charge, and that is pretty much accurate. But for 80%, it's at about 200 to 205 is what it's been doing. And if you drive in eco mode, that is how you get the most miles out of this car. But if you don't drive in eco mode, it drops about 5 to 10 miles maybe. So this is the car, man. I'll give you more on this. The car now has almost 500 miles on it since my last video, and it has just been an experience. So she loves it. She's in it right now. She's getting ready to leave, but I wanted to bring it out so you can kind of get another look at it and talk about the charging and the range. The range on this is really accurate in comparison to Teslas. It's not as accurate, and the Teslas tend to be, they over quote their range, but this car right here is holding true to the range. So stunning, right? It's a beautiful color combination. Glad I went with this route. But yeah, the car itself, beautiful car. Range is good. You can get enough out of it. She drives it all week and doesn't have to charge and still ends the week on maybe 100 miles left or so. So her commute is not that much. And then she still really enjoys the car itself. She really likes this car, and I'm happy that she likes it. Coming from a Model Y, a lot of people said, no, I wouldn't do that. But this is a huge upgrade in my experience, because I owned a Model 3 base version, and I also owned the dual motor Model Y that she was driving. And this is a much better looking car too, by a long shot. So it's really windy out, so hopefully the audio isn't too bad. I'm using my filter, but I just wanted to talk about the range for a little bit and charging this car. So charging the car is just, I drove around for maybe an hour. I didn't need to charge because I had out there, but I chose the $600, and I should have chose the home charger. So I'm going to see if they can go ahead and do that instead, because when I put the information in, I'm used to just using a Tesla and walking up and charging, and it's not like with this car. You have to do too many steps, and that's why I have an upgrade at my house. I just plug up at home anytime I want to. So I think I'll probably, but the reason I took the cash is because I didn't need the charger, but I'm going to probably switch it out. Ask them if they can, just take the 600 back and get the home charger so I can have an outside charger as well. Nonetheless, though, again, beautiful car. Range is good, solid, enough to drive around in and do a whole week along with it, or more, depending on how you're driving. And the car is just doing great, man. So if you had questions about charging, also, I want to talk real briefly about the recalls. So the recalls on here, I got a new full touchscreen radio, and the HVAC system, as I spoke of before, it is in fact on back order because there's so many cars affected by it. So they're replacing my entire radio system. Remember in my first initial video I showed you guys, I said it was sometimes unresponsive and worked about 90 to 80% to 85% of the time. Well, took it in, recall, they ordered me a new one. It's coming this week. So I'll follow up on that and give you a deeper dive into the infotainment center. But as far as the HVAC center stack, the entire dash has to come off of the car in order to replace that. And that is back ordered, so it'll probably be at the end of this month before I can get that, and I'll follow up on that. But other than that, folks, this car has been great. No problems with the 12-volt battery. No problems with anything. So that little recall on it, though, that's nothing, because the radio still works and everything. It's just unresponsive sometimes. But other than that, she drives it in silent mode. She doesn't like the sound. She said I'd rather have it sound like the Tesla I was driving before, which is super quiet. And without the sound on, it is really quiet. Now, before I get out of here, I started off talking about the range. Well, the range on these vehicles are based on the tire size. So, case in point, this is the Stage 1. So this means that I have the 10-inch rims all the way around square. If you have the blacktop package, not Stage 1, if you have the blacktop package, you don't get the 10-inch wheels. if you do have the blacktop package, you get the 10-inch wide wheels. If you don't have the blacktop package, you get the 9-inch wide wheels. So the 18-inch wheels bring 317 range. The non-blacktop package with the Stage 1, it actually gets 308 miles on the range because it has 9-inch wheels. These are actually 10-inch wide wheels, and these are some pretty fat boys on the back of here. So keep that in mind when you're picking your tires. If you decide you want to get the blacktop package, you're going to move up to the 10-inch wide wheels, which I definitely prefer it than the 9-inch, and you'll get 268 on the range. But if you want more range, don't get the blacktop package, and you'll get the 9-inch wheels that are giving you 308 range. Other than that, if you have questions, leave them down below. I'll get into pricing. I'll show you my VIN number, and not my VIN number, I'll show you my window sticker, and I'll get into, I already talked about specific pricing on this car and what the price was, but I got the car for $26,000 off. It was $70,000. So out of the door it was in the 40s, but I leased it. So I have a ridiculously low lease for 10,000 miles, 36 months. So hope you guys enjoyed a quick follow-up on the car. It's now past 500 miles, I believe. I think she's past 500. And it's been a great car so far. I'll follow up when the new radio is installed and the new HVAC system is installed, if she'll allow me to drive it, because she's about to drive off right now. But it's your man Jay. I hope you guys enjoyed the follow-up on the Charger, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.